The word adversity doesn't begin to do justice for everything that high school athletes around the country have faced during this pandemic. But for Shea Taylor and the Sheridan Generals, the 2020 football season is just like any other, continuing to represent what it means to be the Red Rage on and off the field. The Generals are coming off another MVL championship season after finishing with an 8-3 record. The words of head coach Paul Culver III continue to echo what his father had always told his teams: having a right mental attitude.
So in 1981, my dad gets a head coaching job out here in the middle of 4 cornfields, and the first thing that he establishes is the culture, right mental attitude. Do everything right. If you have the right attitude, if you decide how you're going to attack the day in here, then everything else typically takes care of itself.
One player that Culver continues to praise for having a right mental attitude is senior outside linebacker Shea Taylor.
Shea's a very special football player. If you're from Southeast Ohio and the MVL, you probably have heard of him. Work ethic-wise, he's always there, leading the charge, going full speed in the weight room. The other thing I love about Shea, and I mean it as a compliment, is he plays with an edge. Like, he practices hard. He practices with an attitude.
Logan Morris, a senior defensive lineman for Sheridan, had high praise for Taylor, especially when they're on the defensive side of the ball.
Having him behind me as linebacker really helps me know that he's got your back, and if you mess up, Shea's going to be there to make the play.
Taylor received MVL Linebacker of the Year honors last season, but with fewer games to play in his final year as a General, his mindset is a little different.
Being normal that we have 10, it makes that much more important and that much more precious each game we have, and just come out with a different mentality of, this is the last ride, we got to go out with it.
And Taylor has some big goals to achieve in his final season in representing the Red Rage.
I'd say the biggest thing is to obviously win a state championship. On top of that is win the MVL. On top of that is to definitely beat Tri-Valley.
Sheridan is hoping to get their season off on the right foot when they face New Lexington at home in Week 1. And Shea Taylor will look to continue where he left off last season. Reporting for 740 Zone, I'm Alex Porter.